someone's appointment. I spent one entire week with heavy recommendation to get one person's appointment. He has an experience of 30 years in the industry. I have an experience of 1 year in the industry, but I was sharing the dice with him. That is what entrepreneurship can do for you. It is painful. People will reject you day in, day out. People will not want to talk to you. People will say you suck and your idea sucks. People will say you'll never survive, but you will, and you will share the stage with them. That is as far as I can tell you about entrepreneurship. And as I said, it always starts with a sad note, but always ends on a high note.
Because when I started, my company was like my child. Okay, so I had a co-founder, and we started this company around a year ago, more than a year actually, and we did projects in Sweden and US and etc. So why are mothers actually? I call them the best entrepreneurs because they have no experience how to raise a child. They take mentorship from their mothers and maybe some other relatives, and they raise their child, and the outcome of the child depends on how much effort that mother puts in him. Okay, him or her, whatever it is. So if suppose take a company as an example, if I put much effort in it, it will come out as good as I want. Okay, the same way the mother puts an effort in raising her child, and the outcome of what he becomes or whatever she becomes, it is because of the effort and the hard work put in and the sleepless night put in by the mother and the father. Okay, so that's why I actually idolize them rather than idolizing someone else who I like never met or something. Okay, so the second thing is talent and skill. Okay, so first thing is we have to, like, all of us have to work very, very hard. Talent is natural, but skill is developed by hours and hours of hard work. Okay, you have to polish your skill as much as you can. Okay, the next thing is having a plan. Okay, so how many of you have, say, plan A and plan B? Like, say, if I don't become this, I'll become that, or if I can't do this, I'll do that. Plan A and plan B. Even no one? How many of you have at least have plan A? Okay, great. Okay, so wherever I go to give seminars and all, people usually have 2 or maybe three plans: plan A, plan B, and plan C. So what my opinion is, whenever you have a plan B, it diverts you from plan A, and you'll never be able to achieve that plan A which you have had. Okay, so having a plan and believing in your own plan, in yourself, is very, very important. Okay, and then you need to give up something to achieve that plan, that goal. Okay, so it is about what you are willing to give up to achieve that dream. I am willing to give up anything. I am willing to give up my graduation. I am willing to give up my life for my company. I can do anything. Okay, but some people are not want sleep more than they want to success in their life. Okay, and I have met some people like that. So, and also get rewards from your pain. It's not like I put pain and all and I come here and say I've started a company but I've not done it for money. It will be like Salman Khan saying I'm still a virgin. Okay, it is like that. So whatever pain you have put in your work, get a reward from that. It can be money, it can be fame, it can be anything. Okay, then make a choice in life. Okay, like what you want, and be very specific. Like if you want a car, you should be able to tell which company, which color, which interior, what kind of car it is. If you want a house, what interiors you want and what kind of house it is. Okay, so be very specific about your plan. Like if I want to start a company, okay, a company should be like this and I'll achieve this much turnover in a span of 5 years, 3 years, say 10 years or something, and go by your plan. Okay, and lastly, I'll keep it very short and simple. Okay, so lastly, I want to tell like entrepreneurs actually, there are 3 qualities. There should be 3 qualities in entrepreneur. Okay, the first thing, he should be a great storyteller. Okay, he should be able to sell his ideas. Okay, many people say that ideas are not sellable, but ideas are sellable. I've sold an idea for $20,000. Okay, so it is sellable. Ideas are sellable. Okay, the Wright brothers, who thought there will be something which can be flown over the air and people can be transported from here to there, right? So that is flimsy. But if that can be true, your idea can also be true, right? So I have this gentleman who is my investor, okay, and he has this idea of starting an online store of something only for the women goods, and he also bought a domain, made a website called nari.com, N-A-R-I, okay, N-A-R-I, nari.com. But he didn't launch it in 2001 because back then there was nothing for like online transactions or something. If he had that gut and he had that maturity to start it over back then, I think it would have been bigger than Flipkart or something, right? Because Flipkart launched in something 2004? 2008 or something. Okay, whenever it started much later, okay? So that kind of gut, that kind of feeling you should develop, okay? Now lastly, I'll tell you that one thing which I left out, what should be there in every entrepreneur, okay? Can anyone tell me what is this? Anyone? Sorry? Okay. What would you do if you see a glass like this? Apart from half empty and half full. Who said that? Correct. So that thing should be there in you. You should be an opportunist, okay? Whenever you see an opportunity, just grab it. Okay? Don't let it go. Whenever you see an opportunity and you see that I can grow in that opportunity, please grab it. Don't let any opportunity go away from you, okay? So that is my feeling and what I learned from some of the most eminent and prominent mentors like Mukul Mohan, who is running Microsoft Ventures now. Okay, so he told me this thing at the SAP Tech University Bangalore, okay? So he told me these things and I'm sharing it with you now, okay?
But even in Guntur, most of the engineering colleges don't have any e-sales, they don't have any knowledge about what is a startup and what is a company, what is the difference. Even we came to know in the last 2 years that what is the startup. But other cities are far apart from us. So why can't you create a platform for everyone to grow themselves? You can go to their colleges, you can campaign. That will be another startup, I think.
Okay, thank you Raja for such a wonderful suggestion. But there is already something called Entrepreneurship Cell of IIT Kharagpur, right? So they are doing the awareness drive from past 5 years, I think, and they are trying to do that same thing which you told, like making people aware of what is entrepreneurship, what is startup, and how to do it actually. Okay, many people think that they have to do a 100 million investment, or say not 100 million, say a 1 lakh investment to start their company. I did zero investment. Okay, zero investment. Okay, you don't need any investment to do your startup. If you are doing a startup over some embedded systems or robotics, then the thing is different. You need the equipment and all. If you are doing something in IT, I think everyone owns a laptop or a computer at least. They have the skills themselves. They have an internet connection. Make it yourself. Why do you need an AC office or something like that, right? So you can do it yourself until you believe in your plan. Okay, that is the main important thing.